Good, yeah. So anyway, what are we talking about? So yeah, that's the theme of the lesson today. We're gonna do two things. We're gonna start with identifying common driver faults.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're gonna get to another location. Then we're gonna do an exercise where you watch the learner.
Okay.
So we're gonna look at two things today. So we're sort of looking at the core teaching skills as part of your part 3 training before we get involved in like putting lessons together. So we're just looking at little components, little skills that you'll need on a daily basis to perform your role as an ADI. And so one of those roles will be to identify faults. We've done some exercises like this before, so we're just going to use our little drive to location to kind of let you do that. So things we can practice on the way. We can practice giving route directions.
Okay.
So we need to discuss where we're going. So if I were to say to you from here, if we were headed towards the Sainsbury's on Pound Lane, you know where that is?
Yeah. If we go this way, we're going to take a right at the first roundabout. We're going to take a right at the second roundabout. We're then going to go straight across 2 roundabouts underneath the bridge. Then you go turn right at the new roundabout.
Good. And then when we get there, we're going to get to a set of traffic lights. We'll go ahead.
We're going ahead, okay.
And then after that set of lights, there's a left.
First left.
First left, and I go up the hill into Pound Lane.
Okay.
If you get stuck, if you think, oh God, I'm not sure where I am, just say, I'll repeat it sort of in roll. I'll let you know in roll. Then you can just practice giving route directions using ADI.
Okay.
And you're happy with the method ADI of giving route directions?
Yep.
What that stands for? Just to sort of...
bear with me. Alert, direct, identify. But I like to alert, identify, then direct. Or, you know. Because you see a sign, so I've done it once or twice before and I've practiced it, so...
I know what you're saying. You can use a location. So if you've got, let's say we was going to turn left at a roundabout and there's 2 or 3 lefts before it, then you'd say, okay, Howard, at the roundabout, so location, place to turn left. The identifier might be if it's the 2nd or 3rd exit. If there was 2 lefts, you don't always need an identifier.
No.
If it's obvious where that is, you can just say Howard at the roundabout left. Done. Simple as that. So your practice giving me route directions, and then I'm going to put in some faults.
Okay.
Now, how did you want to do that? Did you want to say it as you see it? So as soon as you see the fault, just practice saying, there, I've identified that fault. You just straight line that roundabout and just say what you've seen to help you just identify. So we're not so worried about analysis and remedy at this point.
Okay.
Just identification of the fault. So if you imagine you as an examiner, when you think, oh, do you know what, I'd record that as a fault. I've just seen a fault there. So we can just practice you identifying faults.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yep.
So you don't have to do the analysis or the remedial action. You are just literally saying what you see. How would you... Didn't check your mirrors then?
Yeah, because we've done a little bit of this before as well, haven't we?
Yeah, just to practice. Because then we'll get to this location, we're going to look at the another exercise where you're going to be watching me. So this would just be a little warm-up exercise of you. Just give me directions. You'll be watching me and identifying any faults.
Okay.
Happy with that?
Yeah.
Let's do it then. So I'll be enrolled as your pupil. So let's say I'm at a trained pupil near test standard.
Okay.
And yeah, so but there will be mistakes. Happy with that?
Yes.
So I just sort of my cockpit drill out of roll.
Or
so I moved my seat while I was
seatbelt
chatting to you. Okay, so
yeah, I've got it down actually.
I'll put that up. Should we have air conditioning on?
Ideally, yeah.
It's warm. A bit warmer. So air conditioning will be on when we get going. So, okay, so I'm in roll. You're directing me to the location, and when we get to the Pound Lane bit, I'll tell you where I want you to pull me up. So I'll give you some directions. We're going to go around a little housing estate and I want to get you into a certain road, so I'll help you with that bit.
Okay.
Okay. Happy with the rules?
Mm-hmm.
the rules of the game?
Let's do it.
All right, yeah. Okay, so whenever you're ready. Yeah, I'm in roll.
All right, great. Okay, Howard, when you're ready, we're going to move off. I'd like you to take the exit, the turn right at the end of this lane, and follow the car park round, and then at the end, turn left, okay?
Where it says no entry up there.
You can't see that.
Well, I can see arrows are coming down, and there's a round sign.
I can't see.
Yeah.
Okay, Howard.
Okay, so that this car park isn't
really
obvious,
bad.
is it? That sign is completely bleached out,
Listen,
but that is, and the arrow's not at all clear. But because I
arrow.
know the car, I like there we've got that arrow. It's a down arrow.
oh, I can't even see that.
So we're just because you know what'll happen. I'll go up there, and a car will turn, and they'll be like, "What's going on?
Yeah, yeah.
What's going on?"
Right.
So,
Is it okay for us to cut through and go left, or would you prefer shouldn't do that?
Am I allowed to drive through bays?
I don't see why not. Yeah,
As long as I do it safely.
yeah. There's nothing.
Saves me
stopping.
going right down there and all the way back up again when there's a nice big. I would probably wouldn't. I direct them to squeeze between two cars if the
No,
doors could
certainly
open.
not.
But here I've got like oodles of space. I could just go through there as long as I do that properly and treat it as a giveaway. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, so it's a bit tricky getting out of this car
No, yeah.
because the signs aren't clear and the road markings aren't.
To be
clear.
fair, there's a giveaway sign there, so I should have seen that
Yeah.
and then just acted on that sign.
So it's just just worth knowing. So
Oh,
yeah,
well. So much for your idea.
so you know, well, I think they're just going to come
No,
through
they
the
are.
gap. Okay, so yeah, so let's take two.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, ready.
Okay, Howard, when you're ready, we're going to make a move off. Please, I'll let you start the car. Right.
And yeah, where am I going?
Okay, Howard, just go straight past these through these car park bays and take a left and turn right at the giveaway. So exit the giveaway and go right.
Oh, they've come down the wrong way, haven't they?
It's because all the great signage in this car.
Yeah. Can't blame them, really, can you? Okay.
Okay, Howard, go right at the giveaway.
So I'm just going to pause there.
Okay.
So you could argue, you give me a bit more, bit too much information because you're telling me it's a giveaway.
Okay.
At the end of the road, turn right.
Okay.
Or at the next junction, turn right. So imagine if it was a stop sign. You say, right, Howard, at the stop sign, I want you to turn right. Oh, that's still cheers. It's a stop sign. Yeah, examiners wouldn't say that, would they?
They wouldn't know.
Because it's like, oh, well, you're kind of helping me. You're helping me with what to do. Or you could, you know, I know we didn't discuss this before. You could say, right, Howard, going to head towards the exit. How are we going to get out? Give it to me. How are we going to get out? Make me look. Oh, yeah, there's signs there and road markings. So I'll give you responsibility to heading towards the exit. If you get stuck, I'll help you.
Makes sense.
That'd be a good challenge, wouldn't it? I know we didn't agree that, but because we've agreed you'll give me directions. But it's a thought, isn't it, that you could do that?
It is, yeah.
Empower your pupil.
It certainly is, yeah.
So, anyway, so I'm back in roll, turning right at the giveaway. Thanks for that.
It's alright. Anything else that can happen? Okay, Howard, at the end of the road, turn left.
Parking mode disabled.
So, I'm calling things as I see them, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't check the left mirror then.
Good. Yeah. So what mirrors did I check?
The centre and right, which are the wrong mirrors.
Good. All right. Let's say new fold coming up then.
swerving into another lane. Swerving into the lane. Yeah. Okay, Howard, at the roundabout, turn right.
Okay. With that.
Yeah. Did I miss something?
Well, I'll do it again. You did miss something. So you give me my direction.
Okay, Howard, at the roundabout, turn right. You indicated left.
So did I do that the one before?
I'm going to say yes. I didn't see it.
Yeah, I did. So if you watch my fingers, because I put my fingers there for some time, indicating that I was going to signal the wrong way.
Oh, so really watching body language as well.
Yeah, really watch me. I mean, which is the next exercise, which will lead on nicely to it, because it's easy in plain sight how I can get away with stuff. Where am I going?
Okay, Howard, straight ahead at the roundabout. At the roundabout, straight ahead.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Was my lane okay?
I mean, you exited onto the right lane, but there's no harm in it. I didn't see why you can't.
Was the left lane available?
It was
for me to
available,
use?
so you should really use it.
Would it be a fault?
Yes. Okay, Howard, at the roundabout, straight ahead. And like there, you could have stuck on the left-hand side of the roundabout to go around it more.
Yeah, so what is that fault? I just straight lined the roundabout.
It's
Where would that get scored on the DL25?
on the DL25, it'd be in lanes. What's it called?
Be in position.
Position.
So it's a position fault, and in that we have normal driving position or lane discipline.
Yeah.
So which do you think?
Lane discipline.
Yeah,
And then the one before would be driving position.
correct. I'm
Okay,
just defaulting, sir, because I know where we're going.
Right.
So because we were talking. So after this, we'll go back into roll, and you can
Of course.
look out for any mistakes.
Let's look at the DL25 actually. I'm trying to make sure I understand all of it. Okay, Howard, at the traffic light, straight ahead. I mean, there's a car in the left-hand lane, so they both merge into one. I don't see a problem with that, is there?
So we're going ahead at the lights.
Yeah.
We've got two lanes.
Which merge into
There's
one.
a silver car there. I've opted, my choice, to pick this lane.
Yeah.
Is that a fault?
I mean, no, I don't see why not. Because
It depends what I do now. So I'm progressive off, mirror check, merge back in. It's fine.
yeah, I mean, if you were to go at their speed, or you were to go to, I guess if you went in behind him, you'd be right. But the point is, there was a car there, and it depends how you proceed from that point onwards.
So if
That's
you were doing
interesting.
your part two, because that's something we've encouraged you to do, is to make progress and push on up. You know, get.
Yes.
Would you join a line of traffic in lane one behind the lorries and
No, not at all.
slow vehicles turning left? If there was a lane available for you to get an easy, quick win overtake, we'd be like, get down that lane, wouldn't we? Get on the overtake.
Which is exactly what I did in my part two test, actually.
Yeah.
That's
So
fine.
when there's no vehicles in lane one and you opt for that lane two,
then-
overtake lane, then it's a bit fault. Because they're like, well, you're not making progress.
It's correct. Yeah, it's position.
Yeah, so you're not. Sorry, that you're in the wrong lane because the left lane is available and that's clear to use, and there's no reason for choosing lane two.
No.
Now, what about your learners? What is that a different rule, or How does that, is that different or the same? I'm going to pull up just so we can have this little conversation.
Right. Right, so as a Part 2 ADI, I'm already a driver, so I already understand car and road control pretty well. So for me, it's just becoming an advanced driver. For a learner, they don't have that skill yet. So I guess, in fact, you could argue that the best position for them would be, as learners, to stay in that left-hand lane, because they might not be progressive on the right-hand side, which is a problem.
Yeah. It's a choice, isn't it? The driver has a choice. Do I go in lane 1 and go behind this silver car? Or do I opt for, like, when I arrived there, the lights are red, and in my planning, I might think, you know what, lights are red, I think they'll be green, I'm just going to go around there. So as I come up, the lights change, I progress through. As it happened, we come to a stop. But that is a thing, which, you know, well, how do we handle our learners in that situation? Well, I got away there pretty brisk, didn't I?
You did.
I was on amber, I was ready, on green, I was moving, and I was through ahead of her. Didn't cause her a problem.
So it would depend on the learner, right?
Well, it depends. You know, we can't say learners are all at the same ability.
No.
But if you take a typical learner, do you think they'd be able to do that?
No.
Yeah, so what
Certainly
would
not.
likely happen, they'd be in lane 2 here, cars there. By the time the lights are green, everyone's moved off. They're still, and they're slow. And so now everyone's undertaking on the left. And it'd be like,
That's not ideal.
And now the cars that have gone behind will be thinking, you know, the reason I picked this lane, because I was expecting us to be off quick. Why are you in this lane? They would be saying, why are you in this lane? When you're not prepared to make progress and go through. This is for, like, people to pass, and, you know, so we don't get big long queues in lane 1. So the best option, depending on the learner, is just to advise them, like, just come in on the left. But if they say, well, do I have to do that? Well, no, you don't, because road marking says you can use both. It is a choice thing, and it depends on their ability and what their intention is, their intention, their style of driving, to do it. And like, so it conflicts with Part 2, doesn't it? Because Part 2, we're like, no, you really want to get down that lane. Why did you just join the queue behind the lorry? Why did you're going to get a fault?
Yeah.
Make hesitation, make progress. So it's just being aware of those situations, because some are like, oh, I don't know, I would have done that on my Part 2, but I'm not sure I should. How do I advise my learners? Well,
if the learner is quite good and a quite confident, progressive learner, then there'd be no problem with them in the right-hand lane, wouldn't there?
Yeah, near test standard, I would have the conversation we're having, saying, well, why did you pick lane 2? And if they say things, well, I was anticipating the lights would go back to green, I thought I could get away without to stop for my eco driving and be away. I thought that'd be a good option. I know how to merge in. I checked my mirror. I did it all safely. I thought that'd be that's what I would do when I pass my test. That's what I'm pretty much going to do. So you're like, yeah. So as long as you do that safely, but if you're dilly dallying, and now people are like, do you know what? Why are you in this lane? You're not prepared to use it for passing traffic. You know, I'm not saying give them a drag race off the line and just like scream ahead of them and just cut them up on the merge. You know, if they're off in the way, then we'll just ease off and let them go in first. And do a zip merge at the other side. As long as we don't arrive 2 in a bed at the zip merge, we want to stagger it, don't we?
Of course we do, yeah.
And that it's a conversation you'd have. There's no, this is what you must do. It's like, well, what
was the reasoning behind it?
Yeah, why are we doing? So it's more coaching. Why are we doing this? That's quite a good little point, there, isn't it?
It is.
Little fault. Well, was it a fault? It wasn't a fault.
Because you got away.
I actually wouldn't get a fault recorded on that one, so that was all right. Good mirrors when I merged back in, and all sorts. Got away progressively. Didn't jump the lights, you know. So all good. So yeah, we're nearly at the location I want to be at. So if I just get there, then we can set up the scene for the next thing.
Okay.
Just wanted to have that conversation stationary, so I'm not in roll. Good job, really.
She did not play Blazer, did she?
Parking mode enabled.
So it's a little bit of a tight road there. So I had an angle start. I've angled, and then that car's just come round the junction, and so I just had to let it roll back just to give her a tiny bit more room. She could have got through with what I'd left her, but you know, it was tight, so I just allowed the car to roll back. So would that be a fault?
What, to land the car to roll back? I mean, it was controlled rolling. I don't see why not. I can't see why it would be a fault. You in control of the vehicle.
Well, I'd say it could have been better. I could have anticipated the car coming around the corner. Partly what I'd done, and let's think about how I got to that situation. We pulled up to have that chat, and to avoid blocking a driveway, I've gone in very close to the car in front. So, and my view was obstructed, so I've had to turn tight, angle it, and because the road's narrow, my angle to get out meant I encroached on the other lane, and then a car come round the corner. So what could I have done differently to not have such a sharp angle getting out of that spot?
You could have parked slightly back a bit.
Yeah, well, so once before I moved off, if I just backed up a little bit to open my view up, and then I could have come up at a much more gradual angle, I wouldn't have twisted my car so much and encroached on the other lane. So in that situation, I could just back up a little bit, couldn't I? So I couldn't see. I mean, I've had a proper look. I couldn't see. Well, I didn't know she was going to come around that corner. So.
No, it is a very tight road, to be honest.
Anyway, we are now at the road I want to be in.
It's a nice little nursery.
Yeah, this is good. All around here, good nurseries, and that's why we're here, because what we're going to do, we'll need a nice route with a lot of junctions on it, which I'm going to explain what we're going to do in a second. I've just got to find somewhere suitable to pull up. That'll do, won't it? Well, it will do on this side. These cars have driven in. They're all three have driven in their driveways. So if they need to get out, they're going to drive forwards out. If they were reversing out, I'd probably need to move on it because they're not going to get the angle.
No.
And I'd worry about my car getting hit. But we'll keep an eye on them. And during our talk, we'll just be aware if they come, we'll move. I can just reverse back, let them out, we'll see what's going on. So we'll just stay aware. So as I'm talking, you keep aware of that. Okay. And then you can interrupt me and say, wait, someone's if I don't spot it. So that's how we can deal with that. And that's something you would definitely do on your lessons. Because there's nothing worse, you know, if you live here and there's an instructor not aware that you're trying to get out and you're like, come on, you don't want to be rude, you don't want to interrupt. You're like, I need to get to work. Like, you're making it really hard for me to get out my own driveway. Can't you move up there? So that's what they'll be saying in it. So
I've had this as well with practicing, to move the car, and
so we just want to be aware, acknowledge them, say, yeah, sorry, we're moved. So you shouldn't have to ask, we'll just get out of their way. This is their house, this is not, you know, we're here just borrowing it.
Yeah,
you know?
certainly.
And we just need to be courteous. That's sort of really the point there.
You don't want to be rude, just want to be nice.
Exactly, yeah, because otherwise, you know, we get a bad name. And
no, certainly not, no.
They're like, yeah.
Those how to drive guys, blocking our driveway.
Yeah, getting out here again. Oh, not another instructor that does me head in, sort of thing. Anyway, here we are. So we're on the way there. So you've given route directions. We've got here, and you give them to me clearly and in good time. You've spotted some faults. We've talked about those.
We have.
I got away with some dodgy signalling.
You did on one occasion,
and so that kind of like tees us up for this next exercise, which the theme of this is to watch the pupil. Watch the pupil. And we're going to sort of use a method that I understand that examiners use. I went on some training. I went away, and one of the trainers was an ex-examiner, and he was sharing some of the training he'd gone through that they use.
Training?
Yeah, they do train examiners. Yeah, they go away, Cardington. You know, they don't just
Becoming
they don't just. They have, I'm not sure how long the training is, and this guy, he was an ex-examiner, so he put this little session together. I thought I quite liked it. I thought, I'll borrow that and use it for my training.
So you went on examiner training?
No, I didn't. He was.
Alright.
He's now an instructor trainer, but he was an examiner.
Interesting.
And this is one of his little exercises.
Instead, yeah.
So I should give him a mention. It's John Farnham. So yeah. So you know. So there you go. This is something I was quite impressed with, and I thought, oh, that's really good. I like that. So I've picked this route, and now you don't know the route.
No.
At the minute.
No, I don't.
And we're going to build this game, if you see it as a game, an activity, where we're going to build it in layers. So we're going to start simple, then we're going to do it again and add a level, and you'll have a new thing to do each time. And this is something you'll do with your learners, incrementally adding a stage, so we don't drop them in the deep end.
No.
So we're going to just bring you into this nice and steady. So the first thing we're going to do is show you this route.
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to drive round. I will tell you where to go. So, for example, at the end of the road, we're going to go left, and you'll repeat that back to me. So you're just practicing giving your route directions. And I am going to drive to the best of my ability.
Okay.
No faults.
No faults.
Yeah, any faults that you see are real.
Okay.
That I've made. So you can point them out if you like. Well, I'm not intentionally making faults.
Okay.
So I'm aiming to do the, a faultless drive. So you can give me the directions, and you're going to watch me. That's your job. You're just going to watch me. So, for example, when we come up to the junction, you're going to give me the direction. So on this one, you'd say, okay, Howard, the end of the road, I'd like you to turn left. Once you've delivered that instruction, watch me.
Okay.
Eyes, hands, feet. Just focus on that. Eyes, hands, feet. And nothing else. Don't look at the road at that point. So now the look on your face, priceless. So now you're thinking, well, I had this, yeah, as an instructor, you need to multitask. You need to know what's happening behind. You need to know what's happening with me, your pupil. You need to know what's going on in front. You need to know if that car just flashed or that pedestrian's just crossing the road. You need that whole awareness thing. We're breaking it down. So we're just saying, don't worry about the behind bit. Don't worry about the in front bit. Just worry about me.
Okay.
Me is your priority. Because as a driver, you're a driver. Drivers, when they sit in the passenger seat, in that seat, the instructor seat, have a habit of looking. You see mum and dad doing the driving lessons.
I did. I look.
And you'll be like, yeah, you can go. And they kind of make all the decisions. And but what they're not doing is watching the most important thing, me, the learner, to see what's going on. So we're just going to try and break that habit and just say, look, just watch me to start with. Then as we build it, and we will bring it in. So we go full circle. By the end, you'll be doing everything.
Okay.
So to start with, I'm going to give you directions. You repeat them back to me. I'm going to drive to the best of my ability.
Okay.
And what are you going to do? What's your job?
I'm just going to watch you, not the road or anything.
You're going to watch my eyes, hands, feet, see what I'm doing. Yeah. And hopefully at the end of this, you'll just learn the route and think, okay, good. So that's,
From watching you,
and you
yes.
stay watching me through the junction, so I'll be turning left. You keep watching me, and then when I get into the new road, I'm going to check my mirrors, cancel my signal, then make progress. So I've finished my routine for that junction. And at that point, you can take your eyes off me and look elsewhere. Until the next junction, you'll be saying where I'm going to go next, and you'll watch me, see what I'm doing, and do like that. And then we'll review it at the end. Okay? So we're going to get back here. And our junction has got about 7 T-junctions and 1 approach.
Okay.
The reason for that is we want lots of T-junctions, so you watch me.
Okay.
Okay? Happy with that? Very good. I might even trick you and try and distract you. I might, I'm going to try and make you not look at me, just to let you know. See if you can break, see if you can just stay watching me, just to make it a bit of fun. So yeah, so I'm going to go to the end of the road. When you're ready, you can instruct me.
Okay, Howard, please start the car, we can get ready to move off. Okay, Howard, go to the end of the road, and at the end of the road, turn left.
Okay. Check my mirrors. To the
Parking
left.
mode disabled.
Signal. Position. Speed. Look. Gear. Is he letting me go? I'm going to choose. Mirrors, cancel signal, make progress. So you can take your eyes off me and look ahead. Very good. End of the road, left.
Okay, Howard, at the end of the road, turn left.
Okay. Check my mirrors. Signal. Position, keep left, speed. Clutch down, rolling first. Looking right, looking left. Oh, park car on the corner. Look again. Mirrors, cancel signal, make progress. Okay, good. At the end of the road, right.
Okay, Howard, at the end of the road, turn right, please.
Okay, so checking mirrors, signaling, position left of centre, speed coming down, clutch down, rolling first, looking left, right, clear, go. Next left, mirrors, cancel signal.
Okay, Howard, at the end of the road, turn left, please.
Mirrors, signalling, position, keep left, looking right, looking left, clear, go. Mirrors, cancel signal, make progress. End of the road, left. Right.
Okay.
No, left. That's a joke. You said right.
I've been working hard on not saying right. Okay, Howard, at the end of the road, turn left, please.
Mirrors, signal, position, speed, touchdown, rolling first, right, look there, clear, mirrors, cancel signal, make progress. At the end of the road,
Mm-hmm.
left.
Okay, Howard, at the end of the road, turn left, please.
Okay, you got to deal with parked cars, mirrors, around the parked cars, mirrors, signal, position, left, slow, clutch, rolling first, looking left, looking right, leaning, Looking. All good to me. There we go, mirrors. Cancel signal. Make progress. Coming bus. I'm going to take the second road on the right. This is the first.
Okay, Howard, take the next right, please.
Mirrors. Signal. Position left of centre. Speed low. Touch down. Rolling first. Looking left. Looking right. Mirrors. Cancel signal. Make progress. Next left.
Okay, Howard, take the next left, please.
And then get me to pull up on the left in the same place.
Okay, Howard, when safe to do so, please pull up on your left.
Okay, I'm going to pull up in a different spot this time because that digger's just pulled up in my spot. So I'm just going to put it here.
We'll keep an eye out for vehicles.
I'm out of roll. So then how did you find that? So watching the pupil, how was that?
Yeah, right.
Good. And you watched me, didn't you? I tried to get your eyes off me.
No.
So you kept watching me. Good. Now, yeah, it's just, if someone watches part of this video, be like, that's stupid, you got to watch the road. Yes, you do. I'm going to bring that in later. We're just doing this in stages. So you just get in the habit of just watching me. Whilst I was doing it, I was just muttering to myself, wasn't I? I'm going to put my signal on because they've just thanked me for waiting, but we're not in no rush, so I'm just going to let them know I'm not waiting to go through that road. And now look what's happening here. I'll keep an eye on them in case they want to come through. And there's a BMW coming through, so I'm just leave that signal on. Just say no, I'm not waiting.
Is he coming through? He's not getting through that.
He's not going to get through there, is he? The road is blocked.
The road is blocked. We won't get through that.
So yeah, it's all going on now, isn't it? So where was I? So yeah, where was I? I was muttering to myself.
You're muttering to yourself, yeah.
And that's just subliminal to reinforce. That's what you want to be watching for.
Right.
That's kind of what I should be doing. I'm going to stop doing that at some point. So you've seen it once. Do you reckon you can remember the route now, or do you still want some help with the route?
I'll give it a shot. I'd like to give it a shot. If I get it wrong, I'll get it wrong. But I'd definitely like to give it a go.
Okay. If you forget, don't worry. Just say. So now we're going to introduce the next step, where I'm going to put a fault in.
Okay.
So I'm not going to look as effectively as I have been doing when I get to these T-junctions. And if you're not happy, if you're not 100% happy with my observations, you're just going to say stop.
Okay.
If you're happy, say nothing because you just did and let me go. Yeah?
Okay.
So we'll have a warm-up one on the first junction. I'm not going to look properly, and you'll have to say stop.
Okay.
Okay. And if I look properly, you just let me go. Happy with that?
Okay.
Okay. So I'm in roll. You're directing me.
Okay, Howard. When you're ready. Okay, Howard, at the end of the road, turn left, please.
Cool, it's tough to see out that one, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Is it safe to go?
Yes.
Are you sure? How do you know?
I can see.
What, you can see that way?
I've looked that way,
I
yes.
thought you were watching me.
I am watching you.
How can you see that way?
Because I looked.
But have I looked?
No, you haven't.
So what did you say?
Stop. Stop's the word. Of course,
That's it.
clearly stop.
So you see,
I need to say
how
stop.
while you doing your looks, I can zip out there without looking. And you could say, oh, well done, Howard, that was really good. I'm like, cheers, mate. Yeah, I'm glad it's clear that way. So I'll tell you what, I didn't look.
I need to, because I was like, why are you taking that for
And
ages?
can you see now why your job is to watch me?
Yeah. I was wondering, it's like, we've been here ages now, what's going on?
Okay, so let's do that again. So I've come in, I'm looking that way, I'm going to go. What do you need to say?
Stop.
And I know why you've said it, because we've agreed that if I don't look properly, you'd say stop.
Okay.
And I
Understand.
I haven't looked. Okay, so now I have looked, look, and now I'm going to go. It's safe. So by taking your eye off the ball at the critical moment, I don't look. So now it's up to you to decide. Some I'll do okay, some I won't.
Okay.
So at the end of the road, can you remember where we're going?
Left. Okay, how to the end of the road, turn left, please.
Okay. Mirrors. Signal. Position's good. Speed low. First gear rolling.
Stop.
Good. Didn't look that way, did I?
No.
Well, I did initially,
But not
early,
the second time.
I didn't know there was a car there, put it that way. Like when I last looked, there was a hedge. I couldn't see that car at all. So good. So now I've looked, so I'm going to go. Can you remember the next direction?
It's right.
Yeah.
Okay, how the end of the road, turn right, please.
Signal, position, left of centre, speed low, rolling fast. Looking. Who you looked? He's letting me go. He's flashed me. Tell me to stop. Why isn't it safe to go?
Oh, you checked your mirrors. So
As I'm looking there, he's flashed me.
I'll turn this off.
Right.
I do apologize.
Have I looked back there?
Oh, you mean your blind spot
So
check?
he's flashed me. Should I go? So he's flashed me. Should I go?
No, because you haven't done your blind spot check.
I haven't looked that way.
Oh.
I know
Well, you look
look
that
there.
way because you're looking there, then looking there.
Okay. So I look there.
Right.
Then I stop, put my handbrake on. Now a car's coming down there. Oh, he's going to turn in, but he's letting me go. So I'm like, oh, cheers, mate. He's letting me go.
Oh, you didn't
So-
do the second
So
look left.
a push
Right.
bike's just nipped through there, or a motorbike, and I'm like, cheers, mate, I'll go.
I see.
So I need to.
Look back that way.
So my job is to look, to make sure it's safe. Your job is to say stop. I've got to go now because it's quite on, so we don't hold them up.
Okay, Howard. At the end of the road, turn left, please.
Some mirrors. Signal. Position. That's clear.
Stop.
Yeah, good. I haven't looked that way, have I?
No,
That's all.
no. I'm going to be on the ball with this now.
So good. Mirror cancel signal. Make progress. Can you remember?
Yeah, you go straight
The
down.
next
Yeah.
And at the end, where are we going? Can you remember that one? Don't worry if you can't.
Left.
That's it, yeah.
Okay, Howard, at the end of the road, turn left, please. Driving cool. Love it. I'd call it cool driving. Stop.
Oh, Yeah, it's parked car there. You can see that. Is it good? And the next junction, can you remember where that one is?
I believe it is this left.
It's at the end left.
It's at the end.
This one.
Okay, how at the end of the road, turn left, please.
Okay. Signal, speed, position, gears.
No, don't see that. You're gonna trick me there.
That time. Slowly, it's that junction. And then second right.
Second right, yeah, that's it. Okay, Howard, take the next right, please. Stop. Sorry, I saw you. Didn't know if you were going to stop there. So now my head's kind of looking.
Oh, he's letting me out.
Stop.
Good. Good. Because from there, you can see that's clear. So the temptation is to let me go. But me, what am I learning? I'm learning he flashes, I can go. I'll be out. And it's like, well, hang on a minute. Howard, you looking that way? Oh no. Oh no, I did that earlier. Yeah, don't matter. Just gonna check it again. So see how you could let me get away with, or condition me into, oh yeah, you know it's safe, so you let me out. But I don't.
No.
So I'm kind of learning right from an early stage some bad habits, and I think, oh yeah, he's letting me out. I'll go. Oh, hang on a minute, he's still like, look, I'm still responsible. Do I look? Okay. Good, and that brings us back round our route. So it's next left, and we're back in where we were.
Okay, I'll take the next left, please.
And then I'm going to pull up here this time. I'm going to keep an eye again in between. We're near a wall, aren't we? People should be able to get in. There's a driveway there. There was a car that would need to reverse out just behind that hedge. So keep an eye on that. Good. Right, so yeah, so by watching me, or by not watching me, I could get away with murder, couldn't I?
You could, yeah.
I could literally be out, and you could think, oh, you did all right on that one. But I didn't, because I didn't look. And it's just by chance. It's because you've looked that it was safe, but not. I didn't know it's safe, and that's kind of the big thing. That's why this exercise is there, to get you watching me, to make sure I do it right. Okay, so yeah, let's think. So now we're getting used to the route. So the route has stayed the same, isn't it? I've been muttering to myself. That's subliminal to make you think that's what you should be doing. I'm going to stop doing that now. Because that's what you'd really be playing in your head. You'd be watching me thinking, right, mirrors, centre left, signalling, yeah, and going through that system, MSPSL system, until I complete the junction. Then you think, yeah, that's good, or oh no, that wasn't so good. So yeah, I'm going to stop mumbling to myself now. You've watched me, and you're getting used to, and you see the importance of just watching me just for now. And you've told me to stop if my observations aren't well. Now we're going to introduce the instructor checks. So now you do get to look.
Okay.
But you can only look once you've watched me. So I'll give you an example. A good one is actually when we move off. So I'll give you an example, because we can do it when moving off, and we can do it on our junctions as well. So let me explain. So, give you an example. If I was going to move up here, so if I get prepared, take effective observation. So now, before you look, you watch me.
Okay.
And if I make effective observations, as that handbrake's going down,
Then I look.
you look. So now you've watched me first.
Because of course, if I need to take
then you
action, I put
check
your controls.
second. You know, you could say stop, or yes, you could stop me. Okay. The danger is what a lot of instructors do, but examiners never do, because they've been trained properly, and you will be. But you do see a lot of instructors doing all the looking, and I could just go like, oh, I'll just go then, because you've looked.
Yeah.
And you missed the most important thing in the car is me, the learner, who isn't looking. But it's safe because you've looked. But what do I learn? So it kind of relates to that. So if you see me look well, then you do your instructor check and the car moves. Happy days. Good. Coming to a T-junction, if we're going left, you're going to watch me looking. Because at the moment you're watching me, so you know if it's safe this way. But you don't know about that, do you?
No.
So once I do my effective observations and I'm going to go out that junction, then you do your instructor check.
Okay.
To the left. So we're just introducing instructor checks on this phase of the lesson.
Okay.
Happy with that?
Yes.
So we'll do the first one. So I'm gonna not look before I move off effectively, and you'll tell me to stop.
Okay.
Just have a little warm up. So let's do that.
Stop.
Yeah. So get it earlier. So if there was a bike there, I wouldn't even get to move.
No.
They'd be like, wait, hang on, wait, Howard. Whoop. Stop.
Okay.
Because the handbrake's going on. Stop. Because I've not looked. So now if I do it properly.
Okay.
So
Are you going to do the look properly, or you're not going to look properly?
So now, well, I'm going to look properly, and if you're happy, you'll do your instructor check.
Okay.
But only you doing your instructor check once you've watched me.
Okay.
I think they call it signposting or something like that, the examiners, where if you're doing the looking, that could also remind me or prompt me to think, well, he's looking up. Oh yeah, I need some as well. Yeah, cheers for that. Thanks.
Okay.
You've just helped me by looking all around the car. So we would watch the people, see what they're going to do, think, right, that's what they do, then they have their look. Happy? So
Okay.
this time I'm going to look effectively, and then you'll be able to do your instructor check. That's it. Good. Lovely. Then we'll do it again at the junction. So we're going to be going
Okay.
left.
Okay, how does the end of the road? Turn left, please.
Do you want? Well, hang on, we'll do
You'll
it
have to
that way.
turn that off, yeah. So I thought I turned my phone off.
No, you look, because I've looked.
I see.
That's it. So that's where you get your look in. So you watch me first, then you check. It's like a last minute safety check.
Okay.
That last second.
Rested for
There's still time, for you to check.
Okay.
So where are we going at the end?
Okay, how at the end of the road, turn left, please.
Good. Alright, lovely. And where are we going at the next one?
Okay, at the end of the road, turn right, please. stop.
Okay, I've looked. I'm gonna go. You check that. Cool.
Okay, how did the end of the road turn left, please?
I'm going to stop myself. Sorry, where am
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were going to stop there or not. Am I meant to say stop during this exercise?
Well, if I'm going to go out
Right.
and you're not happy, you still tell me to
Okay,
stop.
fine.
So
We're
it's
still doing that, okay.
So,
just to clarify, because I wasn't
yeah.
sure, actually.
And while we have stopped, you just want to sort your phone.
Please, if we can. Don't know who keeps calling
We've
me.
got no one behind, so...
No, it's fine. I just don't know why I keep getting called. I honestly thought I switched it off. Who is it? Yeah, it's not important. And power off. There we go. It's not
Cool.
going to happen again.
So,
Okay.
and if I was a learner, just to have a handheld device...
I would never do it.
With the engine running would be a big no-no.
Yeah.
So,
6 points, £200 fine. No, thank you.
so good. Well, yeah, when that rung, good for not picking it up and turning it off or anything like that. It's good. So, yeah. You just get them somewhere safe, engine off, then you can do it. Anyway, right, so we're back in. Looking good. Going.
To be honest, when I have a stream, my phone will probably be on silent. Any calls can be answered afterwards.
Yeah, you can put it in a do not disturb, I'm driving mode. So if you're connected to your car Bluetooth, people just get a message to say he's driving, or you can change the message to say he's teaching. He won't answer it. Obviously, you know. I know you've got an iPhone.
I don't like Apple very much. Sorry.
Okay, well, I don't know about. I'm not sure about other brands. Android.
I can't say I don't like Apple. I've just never tried Apple. To say I don't like it's a lie. I just don't use it.
So we just let him do his parallel park.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a learner in front, learner behind, and someone reversing out their drive.
Busy road.
So I'll just hang back, let them know they can come out.
Okay, how does the end of the road turn left, please?
Okay. Yeah, good. So now you're getting your checks in, Magic. So do you feel like safer now? Do you feel like you've still managed to check me, but you still know I'm going out in and it's safe? Because that's the feeling you should hopefully be getting by now. That there is still time to really watch me and make sure the road's safe, so I don't throw you under a bus.
Yeah. Okay, how did the end of the road turn left, please? Yes, definitely. It's become part of my muscle memory now. I'm starting to remember. Did automatically after the few goes.
How did that feel?
Not great, because I didn't have much time to do my check. So I could throw it in a
I'm
lot
going to do the
quicker.
same thing in the next one.
And I threw in my check, but I have to be a lot quicker about it.
So if you just watch me on this one, sort of think how it's different. If you're not happy, tell me to stop. Okay, so we're going to go the same way, right? Yeah.
Okay. Okay, how did the end of the road turn at the junction? Turn right, please.
What was different?
You,
So I've stopped myself there.
Yeah, you were just going to go.
Coming in fast, just frantically looking.
Yeah.
Really quick, not really giving it
Not
the
really
attention
controlled,
it needs,
no.
is it? So yeah, look for that, because your people. So yeah, I looked like what? Like yeah, you really got to be. They might just do a quick flick of the head, and they're out. And if you get basic, if your gut tells you, oh, this isn't right, your heart kind of skips a beat. Stop.
Okay.
Pull it in. because it ain't right. If it ain't right, if it don't feel right, it ain't right. You've just got to go with your gut, because if you know, sod's law is the one time you don't have a collision and you're like, do you know what? I knew it wasn't right. I knew that they hadn't looked properly. They kept telling me they was, but I knew they weren't. So you just you're in command. If it ain't right, it ain't right. Go with your gut feeling and think, do you know what? I wasn't happy with that. You're better to call in a stop and slow things down to have control over your pupil than to think that you shouldn't feel like you're on a roller coaster ride.
No.
But they just whip out and you think, did you look? Oh, like, if you get that feeling, it's wrong. You've got to really go with that gut feeling of it. Okay, so now we've introduced the instructor checks. Yeah, very good. So now, same route. Now, my faults are coming off observation. Okay, so my observation at jumps is going to be fine now. I'm not going to put that fault in anymore. I'm just going to introduce some other faults.
Okay.
So you're still going to watch me. You're still going to put in your instructor checks. Now, if I, for example, forget to put a signal on, would you need to say stop?
No.
Bit extreme, isn't it?
Just say signal.
So the only time you're really calling a stop, like a verbal intervention, like stop, a command stop, is because there's danger. And emerging out of a T-junction without effective observation is dangerous, isn't it? Potentially dangerous. So, so the faults I'm going to do now will not warrant a stop, because if there's a car behind and I've just forgotten to check a mirror and you say stop, that could be dangerous, wouldn't it? So you can just say the fault, like we did on the irony. I thought I turned my phone off on the start, didn't we? I'm sure I did.
It's that day, isn't it? Everyone's calling us.
I'm going to cut that bit out. not a good look. Not a good look. But you know, I was talking about that. Still out there, okay? We will not disturb you while his driver just phoned me. So that didn't work, did it? You will not receive notifications while you were driving.
Well, clearly
I just did. All right, so I'm going to do the old-fashioned method and just bloody.
Cool.
Like that. Right, okay, so I will put in some other faults and you're going to spot them like you were earlier.
Okay.
Yeah? Happy now?
Yeah.
I'll see what I can get away with.
Okay.
Right. So, and you're doing your instructor checks.
Okay. When you say to go, you just tell people to go, right?
When you're ready, drive on. Move off when you're ready.
Okay, move off when you're ready.
It's the worst way. There you check.
Oh wow, that's such a habit. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we're doing it. It's a habit. We're trying to break that habit. Where are we going?
Okay, how did the end of the road turn left, please? Left signal.
Pardon?
Your signal, left please. Left signal.
Oh.
Wrong gear.
Oh, wrong gear.
Wrong gear. I actually watched you do it as well. Oh no. Clutch in.
Pardon?
Put your clutch. You don't
Put
need
my
to.
clutch in.
No, there's no need to.
What am I doing wrong at the minute?
You've got brake and gas on at the same time.
Is that bad?
It's bad. Because
What?
you're telling the car to stop and go together.
So braking with my left foot is a bad thing.
You should brake with your right foot.
Oh, okay. Okay. There you go.
So if you brake with your right foot, then you'll always yeah. I'm just trying to.
You don't need to analyse the fault. Just spot it.
Just spot it.
So yeah, left foot braking, that's a big no-no, isn't it?
Yes, it's a big.
So as soon as you spot it, just say Howard. Brake with your right foot.
Brake with your right foot.
So,
And that's it, just like that.
yeah, because that's bad, isn't it? That's
Yeah.
bad.
But you don't have to explain it.
Well, you will later, but for the purpose of this exercise, you're just to identify the faults.
Of course.
So watch me and identify the faults.
Of course.
So, yeah,
Okay.
so I'm going to get going left at the end.
Yes. Okay, Howard, turn left at the end of the road, please. Okay, left signal,
Oh.
please, Howard. Off the, you can pull your foot off the clutch a bit, Howard.
Off the clutch.
Is that,
Yeah.
yeah?
Yeah, I was being the clutch up.
Okay, fine.
Can't feel funny. Is it my brake or something?
No,
You pressed the brake.
no,
It feels funny.
you're in the wrong gear.
It's really weird.
I'm trying to figure out what it is.
What's going on?
Handbrake's up.
Oh.
Handbrake's up. That's what it is. The handbrake's up.
Oh. Oh, that's better. Maybe
Yeah, it's
so.
much better. Much better. Yes.
Alright, we've got a funeral ahead. So this is something we'd want to teach our learners, won't we? How to deal with funeral processions.
There's a special way to deal with funeral processions.
Well, if there is a... what do they call it? Entourage of cars? A caval... What do they call it? Would we split them? If they're all trying to come
No,
out of the
you
jungle,
wouldn't split them.
we would just let them go through it. Give them priority.
A
We'll
convoy.
Yeah. And we wouldn't have our music on, would we? Going past, we'd be very respectful
Yes.
and drive past slow. And we wouldn't, like I say, break up the chain if we could help it. We wouldn't overtake, for example, all that stuff. So that's something you'd bring into your lessons with your pupils.
Okay, at the end of the road, turn left, please.
Okay. When I say no overtake, if they're stationary, of course overtake, but
Yeah.
you wouldn't, do a massive which
Of the whole
Wow.
convoy. No, well, it's dangerous as well. There's like
Yeah, it'd be
6
like,
cars.
What are
There's
you
no way.
doing? It's a funeral. Okay, so yeah, so we're on top of this. So we'll forget about this junction because we just have to deal with this.
Oh, it's right at this junction. What was it saying left? Of course, that's
And then can
cool.
you remember the next one?
Yeah, I do. Okay, Howard, turn left at the end of the road, please. First gear, Howard.
Oh. So good. Well spotted.
Okay, Howard, at the end of the road, turn left, please. You can approach. You can approach in second, and then just put the.
Oh, it's in
right-hand
third.
side.
Oh, it's in third.
Oh well, in third anyway.
Oh, okay.
Okay, at the end of the road, turn left, please.
Left, okay. No worries. That.
Again, you could have approached in third and just put the brake down slowly.
say, out of roll, got no one behind. I'm going to do that same fault again, go from third to first without braking.
Right.
Try and prevent it. Say, Howard, like, because I'm going to put my clutch down and put it first.
Right.
If I bring that clutch up, I'm going to get a big engine brake.
Yes.
So what could you say to prevent that?
Howard, put the clutch in.
Yeah, Howard, leave the clutch down. And then we can get there without, so we'll miss out.
Okay, I see.
The engine brake.
But that's
so
coasting,
it's just
isn't
a bit
it?
of a curveball thrown in. Well, what's the lesser of the two evils? Heavy engine brake without brake lights. I must say, at this point when I'm doing it, I have not got a car behind, so I'm not actually causing real risk.
No, of course not.
If we had a car behind, that'd be much greater, wouldn't it? So I'm going to try and get that one in again.
Okay.
And then you could just say to me, leave your clutch down. So I'm going up to thirds, so now we are now in thirds. We're going to come up to our junction.
Okay. Okay, Howard, take the next right, please. Okay, Howard, leave the clutch in.
Oh.
I should have said sooner. I didn't realise you were going to do it so soon.
So we'll just do it again. So we'll just get in there quicker.
Okay, Howard, take the next left, please. Leave the clutch in, Howard.
Oh, okay.
I'm not letting it happen again.
Bring it up now.
Yeah, you can bring up now.
Oh, right. And we're pull up, we're back. We're back.
Okay. That's brilliant. When you were doing it, I was like, he's doing it. He's done it twice now. There's a reason keeps doing this over again. What is it?
So we've now started to move into more interventions, haven't we? Because we started off with you intervening verbally with like the observation's not good, so just stop.
Yes.
And then you were asked to just there identify faults. So you spotted me signalling the wrong way, so you're spotting it.
Mm-hmm.
We're not worried about the analysis and the remedy at this point. We're just getting you to spot faults, doing your instructor checks, watching me, really watching me. Because if we try and throw everything into the mix, it can just get overwhelming. So we're just sort of breaking it down. Because we're just doing core skills at the minute. And we're just thinking, right, take that skill, watching the pupil, and now we're bringing in some intervention.
Okay.
Where you verbally could intervene to stop that engine brake in first gear. So we'll just leave your clutch down there. Done. And then we avert the problem. Yeah, we're coasting. The clutch has gone down far too early.
Mm.
But it's a better solution to the problem, isn't it? To just leave that down, use the brake. And then of course, after it, you'll talk to me about it, explain the disadvantages, the problems with it, the risks with it, what we're going to do differently. Then we'd go and do it as the remedy. So we'd analyse remedy. Well, we're not getting into that just yet. We're just sort of, just identification of the faults. Good. So.
Talking about telegraph poles. I was teaching my girlfriend's brother. There's an oncoming car and he couldn't judge the space very well, so he turned and mounted the curb, and I had to go in and grab the wheel and push the wheel on and we were like maybe 30-40 centimeters away from hitting a telegraph pole, like that close. Well, about that close. And because I was looking, I was like, no, he's going to mount the curb and count the curb. No. And I could see the pole coming, and I knew I had to get in really quickly. Yeah.
So you've done a bit. because that's what what we're going to lead on from this one today, and go next time into using dual controls, intervention. So we've started to bring in watching the pupil, and then we've started to bring in verbal intervention. Next week we're going to go more physical intervention as well.
Okay.
So
well, that's some practice.
so that will include going for the pedals, steering. So I might get close to parked cars. And then we'll talk about that next time, about the protocols of intervention, verbal before physical, how we can prevent it from even getting close to that with good instruction, good Q&A, good prompting, so that we're not jumping in and undermining pupils. The dual control, the physical intervention or verbal intervention is kind of like the last resort. With good instruction, we shouldn't really need to do that too much, but inevitably things will happen and develop quicker than you can anticipate or your pupil can deal with, and you'll have to take some action, because they're going to hit a telegraph pole when you're like, whoa. So that's what we're bringing next time. So just to recap, we've looked at you watching the pupil and the importance of trying to break that habit of, if you know it's safe, it still doesn't mean I need to learn that it's safe. So I would emerge out of a junction just looking that way, going that way, but I haven't looked. And so if you're doing your look, you need to think, well, hang on, make sure I do that first. Because if that goes unmissed, I'm going to develop a bad habit, aren't I? You are. And you'd never know about it because you've never seen it. No. And so can you just see why that exercise is so important? That is the point of it, is so that you watch your pupil first. Yeah, you're aware of your surroundings, and we will bring in more checks. You'll know what's going on behind. You'll be looking into the junction. You'll be scanning, but you are aware of this pupil as well. And when as a passenger in a car, before this training, that's what passengers that are drivers tend to do. They do the observations and think, they're not really looking at the driver, because why would they? But now you're an instructor sitting in the instructor seat. The importance of watching the pupil is so important. It's very important. And that's something you'll see if you sit in the back of exams. You'll see how the examiners do it. They sit back, they watch. And then once they've watched that pupil, then they do their checks to make sure that they don't cause any danger, harm to anyone else. And at that point, once the pupil's made their decision and it's going to make the mistake, they would say stop, or they would physically intervene. And that teases up for next time. So that's where we're going next time. Awesome. Good. So we'll head back. I'll stop that recording because that's been doing a good job. That lasted a long time, that one. That second time, third time. I don't know what's going on with my camera. What's that? Anyway, GoPro, stop recording. Okay. Okay. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording.